Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before I start my speech, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Radya Aiesha Rinaldi. I'm an 8th grader from Nurul Fikri boarding school Lembang. And for this opportunity, I would like to present you my speech about preserving cultural heritage. First of all, I'd like to tell you what it means. UNESCO defines World Heritage as a designation for places on Earth that are of outstanding value, and defines culture as a set of distinctive spiritual, material, intellectual, and emotional features of a society or social group that are expressed as art, literature, lifestyles, ways of living together, traditions, and beliefs. Heritage can come in many forms, one which may be either tangible or intangible. Intangible forms of heritage include oral traditions, community bonds, and language. Meanwhile, tangible forms of heritage include monuments, town sites, archaeological sites, and works of art, which carry and transmit the cultural features of a society. But cultural heritage is not just a set of cultural items or traditions, but it is also the result of a selection process, a method of reminiscence and oblivion that characterizes every human society, constantly engaged in choosing, for both political and cultural reasons, what is worth of being preserved for future generations and what is not. All people make their contributions to the culture of the world. That's why it's vital to recognize and guard all cultural history through national laws and international treaties. Protecting cultural property is an old problem. One of the most common issues in protecting cultural heritage is the difficult relationship between the interests of the individual and the community, the balance between private and public rights. One of the best ways for people to help save heritage is to remember that demand is a way for losing and destruction. Governments can work to craft better legislation, prioritize better enforcement, greater funding, and vigorous prosecutions for violators. But as long as there is a viable market for recently looted antiquities, they will appear on the market. Unfortunately, the majority of objects sold online are fake. It is important to remember that small objects like coins, pots, and small statuaries are often easiest to traffic and easiest to sell without a record of origin. To sum it up, cultural heritage is a generational inheritance that can be either tangible or intangible. Heritage is a part of a culture and can usually reflect the people itself, their beliefs, morals, ways of thinking, acting, and viewing the world. By preserving and keeping one's heritage, one is also creating a legacy for future generations, a pillar for them to base their views on the world. That's all for my speech. Ideally, what I have said is gainful for us. Thank you for your attention, and may Allah bless your day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.